I think there's perspective in educating families now of what is that? What does D1 really mean? What is FBS,
Mm-hmm.
FCS? What is group of five? Well, now group of four. What is, or
Right.
excuse me, there's Power Five, which is now Power Four. There's group of five. Then there's FCS, Division Two, NAIA, Division Three, and then JUCO, right? So what does all that mean from a number standpoint? Oh, well, I want to play at this level. Well, when I do this presentation now with Iron Athletics and being an administrator now and pivoting roles, is that I try to educate families and saying there's 85 scholarship at the Division I level. There's a misnomer that FCS is the same as FBS. It's not. So Division I FBS is 85 scholarships, full ride scholarships. You're either a full ride scholarship football player or you're a 100% walk on. There are no partial scholarships at all the FBS schools. Then you drop down to the FCS schools. There's 63 scholarships, or what they call equivalencies, at those schools, and that's the Idaho States, the UC Davis now, the Sac States of the world, Cal Polys, Villanovas. You have Richmond's, Tennessee Chattanoogas of the world. That you have Tennessee States. Those are your 63 equivalencies. Now you can break those scholarships up to where some guys are full ride scholarship guys, some guys are partial scholarship guys, and you can break that up over 80 to 80. I think it's still 80 if I'm not mistaken. It might be up to 85 now, but 80 used to be 80. You can break that up to 80 scholarship players, and then the rest of your roster are walk-ons. Then you go to the Division II level, and you can have 36 scholarships. Now we're talking about total. These colleges, and there's only about 140 or so Division II schools. There's the low 100s in Division I, and then FCS is like 133, something like that. It's something marginal. It's not even 200 colleges, not even 150 Division I colleges, scholarship schools out there. And so for families to really understand, it comes down to a numbers game of how many student athletes have an opportunity to earn a scholarship, because you have to remember, there might be 85 scholarships at USC, but there's not 85 new scholarships at USC. They're keeping the majority of that roster rolling over from year to year. So there might be 25. And now with the portal, guys jumping in the portal, there might be 30 or 35 scholarships a year that are turning over at USC, Alabama, University of Washington, Oregon. Those are the big time schools. And then when you're looking at FCS, they only have 63 to give out. There might be even less of that from that standpoint. And then at the Division II level, you might be giving out more scholarships, but the money's less. NAIA is 24 equivalencies. And then obviously Division III, there are no scholarships in Division III. It's all 100% academic and financial aid. So I think really educating families of how competitive it is to have that dollar amount, to get those dollars, is really important to grasp that. It's not dire. It's not to make anybody, oh gosh, my career's over, kind of, woe is me. Yeah. You don't need that type of mentality. You do need to push on through that, but just understanding perspective and what reality is out there and how competitive it is. And that's why it's important. I tell young men to have 3 non-negotiables, and it's really important for them and their family to say, I have to have these 3 things. These are non-negotiables in my college experience. This is what I need to have in making that jump from high school to college, in whether it be academic, social, geography, athletic, doesn't matter. But they have to have some non-negotiables, and that'll really whittle it down to a list of, these are the places that I'm really interested in, and these are are these places really interested in me? And then so that it goes from here and gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller over time. But nobody wants to go to a place that they're not in love with. I think that's the other one. I think a lot of guys will make that mistake, hence the reason for the transfer portal nowadays being so big and such high volume in the transfer portal, is that young men make decisions over money or the opportunity to make money or earn a scholarship, instead of just finding a great home, and they end up changing their mind quite a few times through the process.